So if you're doing this, I can almost guarantee that you are struggling with your Amazon KDP business. So in this video, I'm going to show you the mistakes that you're making and how to fix it to get a lot more sales. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean and I've made over $1.6 million from my own Amazon KDP business. And if you don't believe me, then all you have to do is go to my channel and look up Sean DeWitt income reports, and you'll see all the videos of me documenting my own results every single month. So this is a book review video where I critique your books that you submitted to me, and I will show you exactly what to fix so you can get more sales. So let's get right into it. So the first one is rejection to redirection, overcoming negative thoughts, beat fear, experience love, and take control of your life. So the first thing I realized here is that your subtitle is kind of talking about multiple things in one book. Overcoming negative thoughts, beat fear it's kind of similar, so it's okay, but experience love is like a whole different thing. And I feel like the same customer, the same audience rarely wants to learn both in the same book. Yes, these are things that people experience as a problem in life, but I mean, usually people seek for solutions in different situations or different times in life. So my point is having these two together is kind of weird. You're solving two different problems when you should be just solving the main thing, which it seems like you are overcoming the fear of rejection, right? I think that's the book topic, unless this is a relationship book. I could not tell that this was a relationship book if it is based on the book cover. So let me actually read the description here. So life is a journey filled with unexpected twists. Yet what if we told you that rejection is not the end of the road? So after reading the description, it confirmed that I was right. This book is about basically overcoming rejection and overcoming the fear of rejection. So experiencing love is kind of out of pocket. I can see that you're trying to tie it into like dating, you know, and you are overcoming the rejection when it comes to dating too. But I feel like you could have added different value proposition or benefit statement here. That's more closer to the first two things that you listed here. So that's one thing that I want you to keep in mind next time, is to really focus on solving one problem per book. Don't be all over the place, right? Don't have a book that says, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. Nobody wants a generalist, okay? People want to learn from an expert who's really, really good at one topic. Another obvious thing is you only have 8 reviews. So that's obviously something that you have to get more if you want your book to be selling. If you need help in getting reviews, just look up Sean DeWitt reviews. I'll leave a link to one of the videos that I've done in the description below. It is one of the easiest ways to get reviews. So your book cover is an interesting one. So in the inside here, this torn part, it kind of looks like one of those professional book covers, but the fonts and the color and everything outside in the orange section looks like you made it on Canva. So it's a very interesting combination that you have. I would work on the fonts. I don't have any issues with these text-based designs, which is just basically text on the book cover with very little design. It works well in self-help. Something similar to this, right? This is a perfect example. This is one of the best-selling books in the self-help niche, and it's basically just text with a little image. So it works, but you have to do a better execution because the cover is not bad. I like the color, it's popping, but the fonts looks a little cheap. It can be thicker, right? The title text can be thicker, those kind of little things. You can work on it, but you can also outsource to a professional if you just want to pay somebody to do it. There are a lot of gigs on Fiverr that can create book cover designs for you. This one specializes in business, nonfiction, and self-help. So it's pretty much what you're trying to do here. So I'll leave a link to this gig in the description below, but you can see that the design is pretty damn good. So those 3 points that I mentioned, the cover, review, and the title, the value proposition is the biggest thing. Another thing that I noticed is you do have an A+ content, but it kind of is just your book cover in a really, really big image. So you want to focus more on, once again, what is the benefit? Like, what are readers getting from this, right? So you want to work on that, add more of that as a image form. So it seems like you made the book cover yourself. You can totally do that to get started, but you can outsource this to someone if you want a professional one done. If you would outsource it, this is one of the best A+ content gig on Fiverr. Obviously, you can see because I use them as well. It is not the cheapest though, and I want you guys to understand that I'm not here to just promote Fiverr or promote, whatever. Like, you don't have to use Fiverr. I'm just saying if you would outsource it, these are some options, right? So I'll leave a link below this video, but you can do it yourself if you want to, and if you have the design skills to it. But what you want to fix is, once again, focus on the value, what people are getting, not just some random design or random, image of a book cover. Because if I look at this here, it's not doing anything, because the purpose of the A+ content is to sell the reader even more, because they're on the fence right now, right? When they scroll down here, they're on the fence. They're like, should I buy this? Should I not? I hope that, the rest of the product page sells me on it so that I can confidently click purchase. So you should be selling them more, and you're just not doing that here. So that's what I'm saying here. Next book right here. This is All Me, a children's book celebrating their feelings and emotions. So one thing I would say is that the title is clear, and I like that. A children's book celebrating their feelings and emotions. It makes sense. Like, I know exactly what the book is about. One thing I would say that you have to fix immediately is the book cover image is extremely small, right? So the bigger the better. And this really is based on the file dimensions. So if you made this on Canva, you probably exported the file in a different dimension than you should have. So just fix that immediately, because you don't want this image to be showing up this small. I mean, it's a lot less impact. Even if you do make it bigger, obviously I would recommend to improve the cover. Actually, you know what? I think for a children's book cover, it's okay. And we're talking about feelings and emotions, so I like the colorfulness and images that you have. But that, the biggest thing right now is the size of the book cover. That's the first fix. The second fix is you only got 6 ratings. So I will definitely get more reviews from there. And I hope that you are marketing the book. If not, then start running some ads into, targeting your competitors. Like this one right here, you can literally get their book title. You can get their ASIN, right? And you can put it into a product targeting campaign and have your book show up next to theirs, right? In theory, the way this works is if you have a book that has a better cover or a better, more reviews or something that makes your book better than your competitors, you do a product targeting campaign, have your book show up next to your competitors, and people will see both books and they're like, oh, I initially clicked on this book, but this other book that's showing up it looks more interesting, it looks better, and that's why I'm gonna buy this one instead. That's the idea. So that is why it's very important to have a book that's good in the first place. But that is what I recommend as an example marketing method. Next book, we got Fairy Musings, Grayscale Coloring Journal. All right, so it's at 7 million BSR, meaning it sold a few, but like very, very, very little. What is interesting is this is a coloring journal, okay? So it is combining the coloring book and a journal. It's good that you are upfront about being a grayscale, because obviously this is a AI generated image. The cover looks super AI, and based on the back cover, it looks nice, like fantasy kind of image, but super, super grayscale. It's not even a coloring book, right? It is a grayscale image here. Like if we look at it here, let's see some images. So yeah, I don't know where exactly you would color in, because it's not even grayscale. It's just a AI image that's black and white. However, I will say though that the image looks okay. Like there's no crazy AI mistakes happening here. It is a nice image, no messed up hands or anything. So that definitely is good. And even though it's AI, I think I'll agree with this customer in terms of these little things. It looks nice actually. So I'm okay with the actual content. I think your book cover can improve. Another thing is, I'm not sure how many people look for a coloring journal. So let me look that up right now. So I looked up coloring journal, and actually there are a lot of books that are selling on this. Like this one right here, a journal and coloring book to distract your anxious mind. So it's a 2-in-1, doing $111 a day. By the way, I have this tool called Bookbeam that tells me how much the book is making. If you guys want to check it out, the link is below this video. Besides that, actually, maybe it's just that book, because this one is doing well, but this one is 100,000 BSR, so not that great, right? This one is 1 million, so it's not selling at all. This is a journal coloring book, 245,000. And this is a coloring activity book, and it's doing extremely well. So I do think there's a niche for it. However, if you look at the ones that are doing well, they all have this kind of cover, right? These ones, it's more targeting kids. You are targeting a really niche audience of like teens, or adults who likes these realistic images, because it's definitely not a kid's image, right? It's not an image for kids. So you're like going teens, adults who likes fairies, right? So that's a niche in a niche that also likes coloring journal. So I think you niche down too much without realizing, to the point where there is no audience. Okay, so the coloring journal itself is a good topic, but you have to kind of play to the audience, people who are looking for these kind of books. So that's the biggest thing. You can obviously get more reviews, run some ads, but I think the core issue is that. So I don't think getting more reviews will fix it, honestly. I think you can make good interiors. So just you want to fix the positioning of the book, researching, those kind of things. Next book, Cool Cats and Manga Animals Coloring Book Adventure, a whimsical coloring journey designed for kids, teens, and adults. First mistake, kids, teens, and adults. Honestly, like if you're gonna target everyone, you don't even have to put it in here in the subtitle, because it's basically just for everyone. So you could have ended here, a whimsical coloring journey. If you're targeting a specific audience, then you can call it out in the subtitle, like for kids or for teens or for adults, but you're basically targeting everyone. So it's not necessary there, right? The cover is actually really cool. I think the cover looks really nice, right? This image, I really like it. Based on looking at the back cover, I'm not sure if it's AI or not, but either way, it is a coloring page that looks cool, so I like it. It has 18 reviews, so it is a good starting point for a coloring book, and it is at 2,500,000 BSR, so it's not selling at all. So my guess on why this book is not selling is I'm not sure how many people are looking for cats and manga animals coloring books. So let's go and take a look. So I looked up cats and manga animals coloring book. I think I should separate this. That is a hilarious cover, this one right here. So I think what I should do is let me do manga coloring book or manga animals coloring book. Okay, so we have cute chibi girls anime characters selling okay. We have anime animal coloring book. It's not selling much. So I don't think there is much audience for a anime coloring book or anime animal coloring book, because you niche down 3 times. You niche down to a manga coloring book, then you niche down to manga animals coloring book, and then you niche down to manga animals and cats specific coloring book. So like manga coloring book alone is a smaller niche, then you niche down twice to the point where once again, I don't think there is a audience for this or people specifically looking for this. So just to confirm that theory, let's just remove animals and look up manga coloring book. So we have this one, Best of Pop Manga Coloring Book, 45,000, so it's selling decent. We have another one selling decent, looks like from the same person. We have Anime Coloring Book, 24,000 BSR selling good. Okay, so now I see that there's an audience. So this is where you should have stopped. You should have stopped at manga coloring book. Honestly, you should have made a book on that, you know, and you can make good book covers and interiors. So I'm pretty confident that you just make the next book on this topic and you'll do well. But yeah, the problem is you just niche down twice more to the point where the audience is too small, right? So I think that is the issue. And this is a problem that a lot of people struggle with. You know, when they start Amazon KDP, they're like, oh my God, I have so many ideas. I could publish a book on this topic, without even doing market research, without even checking if those books are even profitable. And then they go spend so much time and money making those books just to publish and realize that no one is looking for a book on the topic. That is why before you go and make a book, it's so important to go and research. I do teach this as the #1 most important factor in my Amazon KDP program. If you guys want to check it out, the link is below this video. All right, next book, Would You Rather for Kids. Explore over 200 entertaining dilemmas, plus a bonus section for endless fun and creative thinking. Would You Rather series, The Choice Chronicles. #1, the book title is good. Like I don't see any issues here. It's very clear. It's Would You Rather for Kids, right? It has the keyword. Also, it's very clear on what the book is about. And now the subtitle, which is the benefit statement, is also very clear. You have 200 entertaining dilemmas. I like the word dilemmas, by the way. It definitely piques curiosity. Plus a bonus section. I don't know if you can say bonus in the subtitle. I think it's kind of against the guideline, but it passed, right? And it went through. So the title, good. Also the description formatting is okay and not the most important, but you know, it's good. The cover is good as well, right? So I honestly like this cover. It's very unique compared to your the other Would You Rather books like these ones. It's different, but it's also nice, well designed. So I think you have really good potential here. And yet it's been out for 4 months and you're at 3 million BSR, not making any sales. Why is that? Well, it's because you have 0 reviews. So that is the thing, guys. There are 3 main parts that you have to master when it comes to Amazon KDP. If you're gonna succeed in this business, you have to master 3 skills. The researching of the topic, right? Finding profitable topics, which we talked about in the last 2 books that was making a mistake. This book didn't. This book found a profitable topic. Would you rather for kids? A lot of books on this topic is selling. So you pass the first one, right? The second one, you have to create a high quality book. So that's the production skill. You created a book that is, I'm assuming, good interior because the back cover looks amazing. The front cover looks amazing. The title is good. So the production, you did correctly as well, right? But there is the third skill that you have to master, and that is marketing, okay? And you cannot miss either one. You can't have an amazing book, market it, but didn't do the research, so no one's looking for a book on the topic. That was the case with the last 2, right? You can't, do proper research and market, but have a really crappy book, because that's not gonna work too. And you can't do the first 2 and skip the marketing. You gotta do all 3, okay? And if you learn how to do it, it's not a lot of work, don't worry, but that is a mistake. You have 0 reviews. Why did you just upload and forget when you have this amazing book that if you get a little bit of reviews, and if you market a little bit on social media or run some ads, I am pretty confident that you can make hundreds of dollars. If this book pops, maybe even thousands of dollars, because there are would you rather book out there. Like, I'm pretty sure this book right here, I'm just gonna open some random would you rather books, right? And see how much they are selling, okay? So this book right here, 170 BSR, making $300 a day, okay? $300 a day. That is $9,000 a month, right? The same would you rather book. This book right here, you probably have a better book cover. This is doing $1,000 a day, $30,000 a month. And this book is also doing $100 a day, $3,000 a month. What is the difference between their books and yours? Literally just reviews and marketing. You're sitting on a gold mine here by just neglecting that aspect. So Madison, if you're watching this, if you're not watching this, whoever knows Madison, please forward her this video, okay? Because this is super important. She is sitting on a gold mine. She got to get reviews. And if you need help in getting reviews, once again, I think I will leave a link to the how to get reviews video, okay? And please learn how to market, and you're gonna make some money, okay? So I think I'll end the video here, but if you guys want me to review your books in the future, then what you have to do is follow me on Instagram at SeanDolwood13 and DM me your Amazon link, and I'll feature it in future videos like this. The links to all the tools and resources mentioned, as well as my Amazon KDP program, is all in the description below. If you enjoyed these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, comment any questions you have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.